Keep on Cookin' is brought to you by Cranston's Wines and More.
What's up, y'all? We're back here at Avenue N, and you know, it dawned on me last month when we were shooting that we've never actually made a dish that you guys could come and try. Well, all of that changes here today. We are gonna make my world famous Kung Pao Brussel Sprouts. They've been on the menu since day one. We have a ton of fresh ingredients. Let's get cooking. So Kung Pao is a sauce that has to hang perfectly in balance. It's a little sweet, it's a little acidic, and it's a little spicy. To get started, we're gonna go in with some sesame oil. So a generous amount, about 2 tablespoons. You wanna have that sesame flavor, that nice nutty flavor. Really adds a ton. Now we're gonna go in with some chopped ginger. It's kind of a must-have. I'm gonna hit it up with a little bit of chopped garlic. These flavors are working so well together already. I wish you could smell it. Next, we're gonna go in with some scallion, chopped green onion. Now that is the legendary combination called GGS. It's the foundation of a lot of dishes in Chinese cooking. So I am going to stir that up and give that a nice little mix. Now we talked about balance, sweetness. We're gonna go in with some ketchup. It's not a common Kung Pao ingredient, but it's what we use here at Avenue N. Now we're gonna give that a mix because that ketchup has a decent amount of sugar in there. Now we're gonna go in with a very common ingredient, and that is soy sauce. So soy sauce is gonna add a lot of salt and a ton of authentic flavor. We'll give that a mix again. You wanna constantly be stirring because you're looking for the body of this sauce. Another ingredient that's gonna complement this balance very, very well is rice vinegar. So that rice vinegar is gonna add the acidity that we were talking about earlier. Now we're gonna add the ingredient that puts the pow in the Kung, and that is crushed chilies. So I have this crushed chili paste here that is a combination of bird's eye chilies, dried Chinese chilies, Szechuan peppers. It's a ton of authenticity, and it really, really, really does spice things up. All right, we're gonna kill the heat because we don't want that to scorch. It smells incredible. You can see the steam is coming out. We'll just let that rest. And of course, we have to talk about the star of the show, and that is the Brussels sprouts. The key to making this dish is how we're gonna cook the Brussels sprouts. We wanna go very high heat, 500 degrees, convection oven. A little oil, a little salt and pepper, pop them in there, 15 minutes, and then boom. This is what they're gonna look like. So these came out perfect. The sauce is unbelievable. It's time to put it all together. I've got a mixing bowl here where I'm gonna go in with these charred, perfectly seasoned, perfectly cooked Brussels sprouts. And we've got our sauce, which is hot and so aromatic. And you don't wanna dump the entire contents in, just enough to coat the sprouts. And now let's go ahead and mix it all up. You want to evenly coat those Brussels sprouts with that garlic, that ginger, that scallion to make this iconic dish that's been on the menu since day one. Time to plate these up. It's my favorite time of every episode. It never gets old to me, making incredible food like this. Now, those are basically done at this point, but I know that we talked about the importance of cooking them just right, so we had crispy edges. What happens is, once you apply the sauce, they tend to soak up a little bit, so you lose some of that texture. And texture matters, as you know, we talk about it all the time. So I'm gonna add some chopped peanuts. Cashews would work too, but I love the crunch of the peanut. So we've added a lot of very aggressive flavors here. Sesame oil, soy sauce, peanuts, rice vinegar, all of that stuff is fabulous, but balance, balance, balance. We want to put a little bit of freshness on top. So I'm gonna hit it up with some chopped mint. And that's gonna bring a little bit of that bright green color back as well. A tiny bit more of some crushed chilies. And why not add a little bit of lime on top? And that is Avenue N's Kung Pao Brussels Sprouts. Well, thanks for joining me as always, guys. That could not have been more fun. And until we meet again, you know how we do it. Keep on cooking.